Appalachian Mountains are filled with dense, unexplored wilderness, and many people who live in these remote areas state that they have had strange encounters on the land. This being said, take a look at this recent trail cam footage here. The first shot shows two abnormally skinny humanoid creatures slowly crawling around on the ground. The one in the front has something human-like hanging from its mouth. The second shot shows them briskly walking past, noticing the trail cam. Now this footage is just deeply unsettling. The way these creatures just move around is enough to give you nightmares. But commenters believe that these things here were Skinwalkers, the demonic witch spirits that shapeshift and disguise themselves within the skin of humans and animals. But others think it could be some other kind of cryptid creature like the rake. Or maybe even something else. And because this was supposedly taken in the Appalachian Mountains, which as I said have reports of creature sightings often, people believe it even more.
I just heard some really strange noises outside, so I'm just gonna take a quick look. I live in Appalachia, so this is probably not a great idea. What is that? I don't even know. I guess I'll just take a quick look.
Where did that skull go?
There's a skull there? Oh my gosh. What the heck? Why is there a skull here? Hello? Hello? Oh my gosh, I gotta get back inside.
In some parts of Appalachia, the most powerful talisman one can use to protect oneself from evil is the fairy stone or fairy cross. According to legend, when Christ died, the fairies in Appalachia cried. And those tears crystallized and fell to the ground in the shape of a cross. Now these crystallized fairy tears are found in Virginia and some places in Georgia, and the truth is they're a type of crystal or rock formation known as starolite. And this crystal coincidentally takes the form of three different types of crosses: the Roman cross, the more rare Maltese cross, and for those of you of Scottish ancestry, the St. Andrew's cross. But whether or not these crystals are a natural formation or indeed the tears of fairies, there are many who believe there is no greater protection from evil than these cross-shaped little stones.
Hey y'all, I'm at my family's haunted farm. I was gonna come explore with my husband today, but he couldn't get off from work because he's boring, so thought I'd bring you guys.
What the fuck this?
So the question is, how do the things in the woods in the Appalachian Mountains know your name when they call you? And this person says they find it hard to believe because how would they know your name? And I totally get that, so let's take a second and address what a lot of people think. So it is widely believed that you are not just picked by these things. Sometimes it can be, but you're usually hunted for a long time by these creatures. And by hunting, I mean stalking. It follows you, it gets to know you, and it's gonna hear people say your name. A lot of people don't like for their actual name to be said outside near the woods, just in case something is listening, so it doesn't have that leverage over you. But if it hasn't been stalking you and it doesn't know your name, it'll use other tactics. It'll cry like a baby or a woman, it'll scream for help, it'll scream hey, it'll do things like that to still get your attention, but it won't say your name. So if it knows your name, you're hearing your name being called, that means it has listened, it has watched, it has been watching you for a while, and it's ready for you. I hope that cleared that up.
You know that joke in the Appalachian Mountains, if you hear your name,
No, you didn't. I have a theory. The Appalachian Mountains are known to be exceptionally creepy. So there's this interactive map on dinosaurpictures.org where you can enter your address and a time period to see what your area looked like during different stages of tectonic movement. Here's where I grew up, northern New Hampshire. Now, when the continents were all crammed together about 200 million years ago, and this was Pangaea, the Appalachian Mountains are there. And even before Pangaea, at about 400 million years ago, it's still there. Now let's go as far back as we can, 750 million years ago, before multi-celled organisms even appear. Boom! My town is there. The rest of the planet, by the way, is water. There are various points in time where this is kind of underwater, but let's just say for funskies that the Appalachians, which is this area kind of, are so creepy because there legitimately are things in this land that just never left. It's just a fun theory. People in the Appalachians love to have them, but what if they've seen things?
It's currently July 25th, 2006, and the time is 4:40 p.m. I'm currently up in the woods due to, well, what the town's been talking about, how there's been some weird occurrences, and, oh god. What? Okay. Fuck. Okay, alright. Okay, I'm not like this. Oh shit, I can't.
So it seems like a lot of you guys live under a rock and do not know anything about the Appalachian Mountains. It is one of the largest hiking trails in the world. It crosses from Maine all the way to the edge of Mississippi. But with that being said, with this amount of wooded area, you know that there are possibilities of Bigfoot, Dogman, Skinwalkers, or even something we do not know of. And apparently there are 3 rules to follow in the Appalachian Mountains. If you are out in the wilderness and you see something strange, no you didn't. If you hear something or someone call your name, no you didn't. If you feel something stalking you, do not run. Never whistle in the woods, and definitely stay out of there after dark. So upon doing further research, I actually came across this chilling video that I found on TikTok of a woman seeing something in the Appalachian Mountains. I'm not sure what it is, but as these rules say, if you saw something, no you didn't. Let me know what you guys think about this chilling video.
Caught this on video in February 2019 in the Appalachian Mountains. Here's the enhanced pictures. What do you think it was?
Explore.
Huh? What? What?
What is that?
What the fuck?
That was not there last night.
Nah, that shit wasn't there last night. We pulled up here. I come over here and set up this solar thing last night. You ain't do that. Holy shit.
Babe, what are you looking at? Wait, what do you look? Oh my gosh. Do you not see that? Oh my gosh. Rewatch this video. Do you not see that right there? Oh my gosh.
Going out here by myself. Weird stuff. I've been hearing weird stuff out here, so. Yep. Yep, there it is. Time to go. Time to go. Time to go. Time to go.
One of the strangest forests called the Devil's Tramping Ground in North Carolina. It is just this bizarre circle in the woods where no plants will grow and no animals will even cross its path. It's a 40-foot clearing, which is pretty big, and it's said to be where the devil comes to stomp and dance every night. Others say he paces the circle at night as he contemplates what havoc to wreak next. Red eyes are constantly seen glowing here. People put belongings in that circle in the evening. Next day, they've been thrown out.
If you follow me, you know I was born, raised, and still live in the Appalachian Mountains. Y'all have tagged me in all kinds of creepy videos, and I've been going through and watching them all. I want y'all to let me know what you think about this one, because I swear I have seen something very similar to this in the woods.
Oh god, there's even more bones than last time. Looks like we've already passed it a while ago, but that tree is gone. Oh! It's just dark as hell in here. It's probably gonna turn around soon. Oh, there's two ways. Holy crap, dude, this trail goes on forever. It just got really quiet really fast. That was my cue to leave.
That's a weird looking bobcat.
When you're hiking in Appalachia, the second worst thing you can do is not know when you've shown up uninvited. And the worst thing you can do is turn down their invitation and leave. And if you don't know who they are, then this video probably isn't for you. Always stay on the deer trails. The snow's covered them a little bit, but the deer know where they're invited and they're not. And if you just follow them when you're invited, they'll bring you somewhere neat. They might have something left there for you. Looks like remains of a building. Just keep on the deer trail and you'll be good. More walls here. You just kind of go with the flow and don't stray off the path too much. It's okay to poke around and explore because they're not going to show you anything you don't want to see or they don't want you to see. The deer don't walk between these two mounds, you can tell. So we're going to go this way. You can see here there's a block in the path and the deer don't cross it. You're okay to cross anything that the deer do cross, just don't cross anything the deer don't. Kind of hard to tell. This is a perfectly square pit in the ground. I'm not going to poke around in there. Also some kind of platform. This whole thing is a foundation of a building of some sort. Make sure every time you stop and look at something, you take a second to be silent and listen very quietly, or else you might miss the next instructions. The structures seem to be getting bigger as I go along. Weird, I kind of see it. Oh, here we go. Stacked concrete cylinders and just toppled all over the ground. Kind of hard to see them. You over there, another in the distance. Yeah, it's getting bigger and bigger. I'm not sure what they're gonna lead me to, but there's a lot to just sitting quietly and waiting. Because when you leave too quick, you miss things like this, but also might be a little bit offended by your abrupt departure. Some more over there. Yes, sir, we're getting bigger and bigger structures. That is hitting the ground. You really want to watch out for these pits. That's another reason the deer will guide you. Just watch where the deer walk. They know where to go. And they won't let you get hurt if you just listen carefully and be quiet and follow. Wow, okay. This is significant. Look at this. This is an entire, concreted in pit. It's massive. Holy crap. Yeah, it just keeps going. I've never found anything this big before. Another smaller pit, and said be careful. These things just have little cave-ins, but you don't want to end up in wherever that goes. Snow does not support your weight. It's been going on for quite a while now, and at this point they've mostly led me off. What the fuck was that? I was gonna say they led me off the deer trail. That interrupted me. I think at this point it would be very uncouth to try to reject their continued invitation. I think they're leading me out so quickly and not on the trails for a reason. Because whatever that noise was unsettling. I think I see something up here. Another pit. Watch out for stuff like that. Just holes. Just don't. Be careful. I don't feel like I'm supposed to be here, but they're rushing me this way.
for a reason, I think. Like, these structures are getting weird. Like, repeating patterns like this. I'm not gonna stick around to figure out what that is. Right as I walked up to this, the wind just blew snow all over me. So I don't think that is from the, holy fuck. I did not see this behind me, like, unironically. I have never seen anything like this in my life. I don't think I'm supposed to be here. I actually didn't see this behind me. More of those repeating stone structures. Yeah, this is the kind of shit you gotta look out for. See that? Gotta look carefully. Backpack, man. We're not supposed to be here. Yeah, it's just been this for a while. I think this is the fastest way out, is what they're implying. See, deer don't want this, man. It's the rule you don't break. This is I don't know what the fuck that was. Dude, I don't know what this shit is. Parallel concrete slabs. Just like that, we're out. I didn't get that last part very well because I felt rushed. I don't know if this is the kind of place I'm supposed to come back to. Maybe not. Maybe not in winter. I don't know if you can see that, but that is if you're really quiet, if I'm really quiet, that is not a crow, that is a raven. Welcoming me back to my car. That's not an omen to not come back. There he goes, right overhead. And you can tell the difference between a crow and a raven is, a raven's like 2 octaves lower than a crow. Also, you can see he's carrying some sort of dead animal if you look real close. Oh yeah, look at him.
I live in the Appalachian Mountains. Of course a little bit of rain doesn't bug me, but the dark does. I live in the Appalachian Mountains. Of course I've seen Bigfoot and Skinwalkers. I live in the Appalachian Mountains. Of course if I heard something, no I didn't. I live in the Appalachian Mountains. Of course I have curtains in every single window and I close them every single night. I live in the Appalachian Mountains. Of course I run from the dark and I never whistle.
If you know why you're supposed to close your blinds facing upwards on the inside, instead of like this at night, you might live in the Appalachian Mountains.
I'm home alone. I'm hearing my own voice upstairs. The door won't stop knocking, and there's nobody there. This door keeps banging. I thought I was hearing my voice. Nobody's there. Go away! Ooh, that was right over my shoulder. I'm giving you one chance to leave. I know what you're doing. It's not scaring me. It's not scaring anybody else. You need to leave now. I got a feeling you're in this room, aren't you? Are you in here? This again. All right, if you're gonna play these games all night, I'm not gonna play. I'm not doing this. And now I hear the bathroom water on. Good grief. Get out.
Why is it everyone's nightly routine to close their blinds when living in the Appalachian Mountains? It's because when you think of the Appalachian Mountains, you think of Skinwalkers. The Skinwalker is a harmful witch that is able to use the hide of an animal that they've unalived and transform into it. There's also tons of screaming that happen in the Appalachian Mountains at night, which sounds crazy, I know. Some people think it's coyotes, other people think it's Skinwalkers. But Chris, why would a Skinwalker be screaming in the woods? Because they want to lure you there, that's what they do. They're able to mask their voice, trying to sound like somebody you may know, luring you into the woods to pretend that they're hurt. Sometimes they even act like a stranger. You'll just be driving down the road and all of a sudden hear someone yell for help. You get out of your car to help, and then you're cooked. Now, if I lived in the Appalachian Mountains, I'd be closing the blinds during the day, not just at night, but for sure especially at night, because imagine looking out your window and seeing something that you shouldn't. Now, yes, saying the term Skinwalker of course brings them closer to you, but imagine seeing something that you're not supposed to and then it comes to your window. There's stories online of people discussing that they went camping in the Appalachian Mountains in a cabin and all of a sudden some random person came to their door, but they weren't a person. Me personally, the Appalachian Mountains are completely off my list, but that's why everyone who lives in the Appalachian Mountains closes and locks all of their windows and doors at night.
I've found a lot of weird stuff in the mountains, but today I found the thing that takes the cake. I have absolutely no idea what it is. If it is something religious and you know, let me know. Because I'm not trying to step on anybody's toes. I just think it's creepy, cool, and weird. And it was thrown down the side of a mountain, so, you know? But if someone's like, that's this very I tried looking up concrete-filled conch shell with shell face. That got me absolutely fucking nowhere. I'm not... But yeah, I love it, but I don't want to, I don't want to offend anyone by taking their conch man. So let me know. Let me know.
Made it to the Appalachian Mountains. So far, no skin.
Okay, guys, Devin Adams back with you. I wanted to just let you know I've been out exploring and have gone pretty far in the woods. Thankfully, with this bad boy, I can get really, really deep and get very, very remote in the mountains here, which has been extraordinary. And as I was riding, I just came across this behind me, which is giving me some concern right there. I'm gonna go take a walk and see what's going on there. I have no idea what this structure is, unless it's just some kind of shelter that was built. But again, there's not supposed to be anything out here, so I'm gonna be a little cautious here. Yeah, well, whatever it is, looks like it's been abandoned for years.
We're walking in the woods and we come across this creepy thing. I don't even know where it came from, but it looks like a grave, so we're gonna come check it out. Who the fuck knows whose it is? Someone done got ate by a bear out here.